Greetings, friends, and welcome to Captain Samuel's Cigars. So, as I mentioned, part of the reason for me starting this channel is to share and promote my writings and also to pontificate a bit on the writing process for me and with you. And I'd like to pontificate a bit here. So, in 2018, I was going through a really hard period in my life, and so I wrote a story that uses fantasy elements to describe the hopelessness and anger I felt at often experiencing ostracization and punishment for being a veteran and some of the ways of being that being a veteran carries with it. And so I wrote this story about a warlock who summons a creature from an infernal realm, and the creature says, I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to go back, send me back. And the warlock's like, nope, I'm not sending you back, but you're welcome to go free. And so as this infernal creature wanders the world trying to get some acceptance and some help getting sent back to its home, it just gets rejected, betrayed, taken advantage of, and treated like a monster and a demon. And eventually it gets so fed up with that it, starts to act like a demon and finally does join the warlock as its servant and kind of destroy this world. And so I pulled that story, out of the drawer, dusted it off a bit, tightened it up, edited it, and I feel like it's getting, ready to go here, and I'd like to share it in some capacity. And as I read it, I was like, wow, I've got some doubts about this. This is a pretty negative story. I wonder if this story as it is written, will make the world a better place. There's not really a happy ending there. And so I guess, if you're interested in sharing with me, do you kind of feel like stories always need to have happy endings? What kind of meaning do you want to have your stories give to the reader? What kind of message do you want to send? And I'm a little concerned that in its current state, this story just kind of sends the message that, if people don't accept you for who you are, you can just get pissed and kind of act out. And, I think the story does a good job of capturing the pain and anger that comes with constant rejection and being misunderstood. I'd like to set a better example for how to handle that. And so kind of what I'm thinking about doing now is maybe writing an epilogue at the end to set these characters up for a redemption arc in another short story that I'm thinking about writing. So that's the first doubt that I have, is that maybe this story is too negative and it sends negative, angry, rageful vibes out there, into the universe, and that's not something I necessarily want to do. So I'm struggling with that, whether I want to write the epilogue or not. And then the other doubt that I have is that publishing books is something that I've never done before. So I've been watching some YouTube videos about it, and I keep seeing all these YouTube videos about the marketplace is flooded with these AI-generated junk books, basically. And so me, a guy who's like, let me sit down at my word processor and write a story the old-fashioned way with my ideas and my words, I feel like so behind the times. And I have concerns that, if I put my time and energy into a work that's authentic and interesting and as well-written as I can make it, it's not even going to get noticed because it's just going to be a drop in an ocean of AI-generated crap, basically. And so I guess what helps me with that doubt is to remind myself of why I decided to start writing more. Part of it is, to be clear, financial. I'm a disabled combat veteran on a fixed limited income, and some extra money from book sales, would be nice. I wouldn't be displeased at that. But I think the deeper reason about why I want to do this is I just want to express myself. In so many ways, I feel dehumanized, and I see other people get dehumanized a lot as well. All kinds of marginalized groups besides disabled veterans, aren't treated very well. Their humanity isn't always recognized or acknowledged, and I just want to create something that's got some me in it, something authentic, something meaningful, that's not just created by a machine. And so, even if nobody notices my books, even if nobody reads them or acknowledges even their existence, I hope that I can assuage myself by saying, well, yeah, that was my story, and I created it. It was something that I made with my thoughts and my feelings and my lived experiences, and that there's value in that goes beyond just commercial rewards. So we'll see. I've got some things to think about and some doubts to grapple with here. So thanks for hearing me out. Hope you enjoyed another Talking Head video here. Be well. Have a good day.